Again, I'm Dylan Plack. Welcome to another edition of Daytime Ottawa on Rogers TV. You know, we have a busy show as always. Did you know we have a huge giveaway to kick off the show? Have a look at this, okay? We have a Tefal Opti-Grill. Now, it's valued at $250, perfect for toasting, grilling, and warming. A basket of My products, a collection of Dijon mustards, cornichons, etc. And it would give you everything you need to transform your leftovers into scrumptious sandwiches at home. All you have to do is email us to get into the draw, daytimeottawa@rogers.com. $250, a dollar value. That's exceptional, and good luck for that Tefal Opti-Grill. Let's say hello right now to, well, he's a mustard sommelier, and he's with La Maison Maille. His name is Harry Lalousis. Good to see you here.
Good to see you, Dylan. Hi.
A mustard sommelier.
Yes,
okay.
Quite unique.
Yeah, am I even saying that right? Sommelier?
A sommelier, yes.
Sommelier, okay.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be a mustard sommelier? You're the only one in the world?
At the moment, yes.
Wow.
I am training someone else that I want to also do the job with me, because being on my own is hard, traveling around the world to fill the gaps. But a sommelier in ancient Gaelic, in French, means someone who holds the knowledge. So basically, you could be a sommelier for anything, as long as you can justify that you really hold the knowledge. And we used mustard sommeliers in our boutique in Paris in 1747. It panned out for a while, then the job died out, and I revived it again a few years ago, and I just love it ever since. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
So you know everything about the world of mustard?
I think I do, yes. Yeah. There's always something more to learn, so I never like to say that I know everything, but I know a pretty good deal on it. Okay,
can you give us a brief history on La Maison Maille as well? It's been around for some time?
Yeah, it's one of the oldest French brands, one of the oldest mustard brands. It was the same Maison with Amora and Grey Poupon hundreds of years ago, almost 300 now, over 270. And it created flavors for the rich and famous of the time. We have pots in our boutiques that we have in France, in Dijon, which has been there on the same premises since 1847. And we have pots that were going to Queen Victoria in England that we find in the English Channel. So, pretty special brand.
Fascinating. Okay, so we are talking about leftovers here today, and more importantly, people are wasting food, so we need to eat our leftovers.
Exactly. So in Canada specifically, 171 kilos per Canadian goes to food waste. And what's even more scary is that it doesn't just go to waste, it goes to landfill, and that creates methane, which harms the environment. So what do you do with leftovers? Some people don't like leftovers. I don't like leftovers. But if you have cornichon vinegar and mustard, which intensifies flavors, you can transform your leftovers and take things to work the next day, or give it to the kids to have something really quirky at school. That's different from the normal. It's not your average ham and cheese sandwich.
And you're saving some cash too.
And you definitely are.
Save some cash. Okay, so what you're going to show us now is you're going to show us the dinner night before.
Yeah, so you got a dinner. So let's say in this case you've got, you know, a breast of chicken. If you have chicken left over, just add some, add it to a pan, kind of cut it up. Put a little bit of olive oil, some peppers, and then you can add Dijon mustard to blend the flavors together. And literally just leave it in the pan, heat it up, and you have a lovely filling that you can then put in a container. Take to work, some lettuce leaves, and you've got coriander if you want as well. Wrap them in, and you've got beautiful little bites that you can just whisk up straight to your mouth and give you plenty of flavor.
What is this this condiment here? This would be...
So literally, it's cider vinegar reduced with chili, and it has coriander in it as well. Just put it in a pan, leave it reduce a little bit, another container, take it to work, and it's your dipping for your lovely little rolls.
It seems like classy and exquisite, and you never know it was leftovers.
Exactly, and from a very simple dish.
Okay, all right, dish number 2.
Yeah, so then you've got salmon. You've got some salmon. If you've bought too much salmon, just cook what you need, and the rest of it, just chop it up, put some lime, some avocado. The lime will keep the avocado fresh. Dijon mustard. The Dijon mustard will keep it alive, because mustard intensifies flavor, but it's also bactericidal, so it keeps things nice and alive. Just a bit of chives, some sesame seeds, whatever you have in the cupboard, really. Some cucumber to put it on, and just take it to work. Or I actually like to do these also for canapes when I've got people at home.
Okay, serving up your leftover, they would never know.
No, they wouldn't know that it was leftovers.
Okay, Now let's talk about bread, because bread is being used a lot apparently.
Yes, so 72% of Canadians take a sandwich to work at least 3 times a week. That's what the research shows us. And bread is a key factor of a sandwich. There's debate between how the sandwich came about. It was named after the Earl of Sandwich in England, but some say that it originates in the Netherlands from the meats, the cold meats that they had hanging, that they would shave it off and give you it with bread.
Interesting.
So bread is a key factor in a sandwich, and you should use different types of bread. You know, sliced bread is not the only thing out there. Have some beautiful little rolls, have lovely little mini baguettes that you can use. Chop them up, put in your leftovers, take it to work. What's important in a sandwich is to layer it first with a bit of butter, and that will stop your sandwich from going soggy, depending on what you put inside. And then when you structure your sandwich, put your more juicier parts to sit on the buttered part, and then you just build it up. Sometimes I like to just chop it, put it in a container, and construct it the next day at work.
Okay, so those are some of the ideas to not build a sandwich, like the ways sogginess, that's bad.
Yeah, if it depends on what ingredients you're going to put in. If you want to use lots of vegetables, for example, like chopped tomato, just take the tomato with you in a small paring knife and chop it the next day before you put it in your sandwich. Don't do it before. Overnight, it's going to make your sandwich soggy. If you're making it in the morning, the butter, if you layer it with butter, will be enough to keep it nice and fresh until you get to work.
Wow, this looks like great tasty stuff. How many varieties, sorry, of La Maison Maille products are there?
Oh, well, we're in 90 countries at the moment.
Wow.
So every country has its differentiations and different flavors, but on average we have about 80 different flavors. And in 1747, when we first opened the boutique, 270 years ago, you had 84 mustards and 101 vinegars.
Whoa, there you go. Thank you very much, Harry.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Mustard Sommelier. We've got much more daytime coming up on Rogers TV.